Hey guys, John Howell here from officialjohnhowell.com. That's officialjohnhowell.com. And in this podcast, I'm going to talk to you about some things that I've been talking to a mate about. And as actually today, I was talking about about choices and about hard choices that we need to make in our life, and being honest with ourselves, and being honest with ourselves in a way that we can absolutely move forward in a big way. And so that's what this whole podcast is all about. But anyway, I'm on my way to the gym right now, and I thought I'd do this little podcast for you guys, because especially for my trading show, for my fitness guys, if you don't know, I do run a trading company, and also I'm a trader myself. I'm also in the fitness for you trading guys that just know me for my trading and my and the way that I trade the markets and stuff like that, as in stock markets and stuff like that. I'm also very big into the fitness industry as well too, or big into fitness, as I'm off to the gym now. And yes, I'm a qualified trainer as well too, but that doesn't mean anything. But anyway, let's talk about this here. I was talking to Matt today, one of my mates, and we're talking about making progress, and we started talking about that sometimes in life there's going to be some things that we know we want to do. There's some things in life that we know that we don't want to do, but we need to do it to break through and take the next step into our next chapter of whatever that life is going to be. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. There's, as you know, if you don't know, that who you hang around with is who you become. Makes sense, right? So, and it's based on influence. It's based on the influence of your thoughts, and your thoughts literally leads to your actions. Your actions lead to results. You hang around people with different thinking, you start to think like them, you start to act differently, and then you start to get different results. That's just what it all comes down to, right? So sometimes in life we know we need to make these changes in our life, but we don't want to because it's too painful for the short term. So that short-term pain of us doing that thing, whatever we need to do, is going to end up leading, that short-term pain of doing that, that's actually leading to long-term pain as well too. Normally it's you do short-term pain, but you have long-term pleasure. But the short-term pain, or should I say, the short-term pain, if you actually did that thing you need to do, but you don't want to do it, but you did it anyway because you know you need to do it, then that's actually going to bring long-term pleasure. That's what I should have said in the first place. But anyway, so that short-term pain is going to bring long-term pleasure. But what ends up happening? The whole scale's flipped, right? Meaning that we keep focusing on the short-term pleasure, meaning we don't want to do this thing, or we don't want to say this thing, or we don't want to approach this thing, or something like that. That's going to, that we need to do to move forward, right? So what ends up happening is we have that short-term little pleasure of putting it off, but what ends up coming? What ends up happening in our life? Long-term pain, right? And so if you look at that, if you look at your scale, look at anything you're doing. If you're focusing purely on short-term pleasure all the time, then that's going to end up long-term leading to long-term pain. But there's some things in our life, and there's some decisions in our life that we can do, that we can make, that can say, you know what, that what is, and this is about being honest with yourself as well too. What are some things that I absolutely need to change in my life right now? What are some things? Is it my thinking? Are my thoughts? And being honest with yourself is the critical step here. Being honest with yourself, what is the things that I need to do? I might not want to do it, but what do I need to do in order for me to take the next step towards my goals? It might be a financial goal. It might be a fitness goal. It might be, a trading goal. It might be, you're trying to put some muscle on. You might be getting stronger. It might be a relationship goal, okay? It might be a health goal. You might want to have very healthy. And as you know, at officialjohnhowell.com, I talk about all that sort of stuff, because for my cancer and my trading and stuff like that, I'm very, I've got the sort of the runs under the books when it comes to fitness, health, and also trading and finance and stuff like that. But yeah, so this whole podcast, guys, is all about that. And I'll give you a quick story. Is that when I was younger, I knew that who I hang around with is who I become. And so when I was very younger, and I started getting into the personal development industry, and I started changing the way that I thought, which changed my action, which led to my different results, I had to say goodbye to friends and stop hanging around them, friends that were friends of mine for like 10 years plus. So people that I knew when I was really young, growing to youth group and church and stuff with them. And it wasn't that they were bad people. It was just I knew that I had to stop hanging around them because their thoughts were affecting my thoughts, which were leading to my actions, which were leading to my results, and I wasn't happy with my results. So I had to be accountable for what I did. And that was the whole thing about short-term pain or short-term pleasure. I was putting that off for quite some time, and my pleasure was still hanging around with them and saying it's okay. But once I did that and I said goodbye to them, then that was a short-term pain, right? Short-term pain was saying goodbye to my friends because I couldn't hang around with them anymore because of the way that they were. I didn't say that to them, but it was just the way that they are. So once that happened, then what ended up happening was that short-term little pain then that led into long-term pleasure of me being part of best-selling books and trading education and doing really well for myself on the trading and stuff like that, and now in fitness and so on and so forth. And it's led to me on a massive journey ever since then. But your life it doesn't take 10 years to change your life. It takes a moment, and that moment is one decision, and that decision needs to be one big thing that you know that you need to do, not that you want to do, but you need to do it in order to start moving forward in a big way. What is it for you guys? What is it for you? What sort of decision? And obviously, if you don't want to comment below, you don't have to comment below, but have a think about it. What are sort of some things in your life that you know you need to do? You don't want to do, but you know you need to do in order to start moving forward in a big way, whatever goal you're trying to do. This is John Howell here from officialjohnhowell.com. And remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.